And you're just in time for Richard Mwenja Exclusive, the only point of call on matters political and governance analysis here in Kenya and across the region. I'm Richard Mwenja, such an honor to have you on board. And today, I have your favorite think tank, Professor Herman Manyora, here to unpack conversation shaping Kenya's political landscape at the moment. And let's begin, Prof, with those who've stood with Rigathi Gachagua, even before he got impeached from office. Let's begin with Nyandarua Senator Methu Muhia and his Kiambu counterpart, Karugo Wadhangwa. These two gentlemen have been with him walking the journey to the end. And after his impeachment, Karugo Wadhangwa says this divorce is going to be messy and it will have casualties. Let me ask you, who are these potential casualties from Gachagua's impeachment?
Obvious. The Mount Kenya MPs who participated in the hanging of Gachagua.
Are you talking of Ishungwas of this world?
Yeah, it will be tough for them. Very tough. What the senators did is what I had thought. When I said Gachagua's impeachment won't succeed, I had thought those MPs would look at their future. But I think the persuasion was so high, they didn't care what happens to them in the future. I don't know how they were persuaded. Because if you look at how Senate behaved in terms of those MPs from Mount Kenya, then the script I had is completely perfect.
So don't you think for people like Ishunga, they'll enjoy the benefits of incumbency when it comes to 2027?
But short-lived.
It is short-lived?
History is full of those kind of people. Yeah. And you know, again, let me tell you, if Ruto could dispense of Gachagua, what makes Ishunga think he'll be important? The space Kina Raila want to occupy, part of that space is occupied. Not just Gachagua also occupied the entire sitting room where Kina Raila wanaingia. Ishunga was also there in some. Hiyo kiti Ishunga amekalia. Watu wanaitaka.
He could be disposed?
Of course.
But Ruto owes a debt of gratitude to people like Ishunga.
More than Gachagua. More than the entire community whom he has thrown under the bus. So who is Ishunga? That's why Ndidi Nyoro is silent. He knows the game.
It is a strategic
don't play with that boy.
Silence from
that
Ndidi
boy
Nyoro.
Knows the game. He knows. He knows it's just a matter of time before Kina Ishunga and the rest become irrelevant.
How about House Speakers, Amason Kingi?
Yeah, they are also on their way.
They could be on the chopping board soon?
Of course, they will all go. Those positions are, I mean, how can Raila save Ruto to the extent he has saved him? Deal with Gachagua the way he has dealt. And then Wetangula continues sitting on that seat.
There's something in
of course,
for Raila?
Okay, now Wetangula wataenda. That's how it works. It's just a matter of time. Before this was also, so those are the casualties. But it's a very natural development. It's not that Ruto hates them. No, it is that the dynamics of politics.
And do you think
the ball must continue rolling?
Roller coaster.
Yeah, so sasa utafanya nini? Sasa hii kitu umekalia, mtu Raila lazima akalie. Si lazima utaenda nyumbani. Even Masias from Mount Kenya, there are 7 or so. More than half of them will have to go to create room for other people. Not necessarily from the Raila side. Ruto will have to look for Huru people. People like Mutahi Kagwe, Kimemia, Peter Munya, they will have to come back to government in a reset button. That's how it works. And I want to advise Kenyans, for free, if you are a politician. And I said this, you remember on our shows, I said, you cannot dismantle a system. You remember me saying that? Systems are never defeated. Never.
Flattening the status quo.
Oh, you can't, unless it's a revolution. To dismantle a system, you need a revolution. But otherwise, you think you have removed Uhuru. Amenda wapi Uhuru? At Raila, at Bondo, Wilbur.
Now Gachagua out.
The system is there. Gachagua is now gone. He was an important cog in the new status quo. And they were thinking they had dismantled the old system, the old order. You can't. When you take over from the old order, they don't go far. They just stay around the corner. And they don't even ask you for anything. You'll go for them. And then you realize, kumbe hiki kitu mimi nasumbuka bure. Nikikaa na Raila hapa, niongee na Uhuru hapa, nilete kina Kimemi hapa, kina Peter Munya, nilete kina kumbe mambo itakuwa tu rahisi namna hii. Utaona hata Ruto ataanza kunaona.
Which begs the question.
Hata uso itabadilika. I'm telling you, he will even stop moving around the country.
He'll glow more.
Oh, of course, utasikia ako Switzerland like Uhuru Kenyatta used to go for holiday. Enda skiing. Grand Prix. Utasikia Ruto ameanza kutembea. Kuenjoy. Sio mambo ya ziara. Kuenjoy tu. Naambia Mama Rachel, tutembee. Funga mizigo. Leo tunaenda wapi? Tunatembea, tuende tuenjoy. 1 week in Seychelles on the beaches. Because now everything is moving. And it works like that everywhere. When you touch the system, and you are lucky to succeed to take over in a democratic election or some other change, even in a company. So you remove the status quo, you get there, you are the new CEO, the new chairman. Those you have removed don't go far. They just remain around. Because they know you'll call them. And when you call them, you realize, combat is this easy. And that's why the world doesn't change.
So, Prof,
that's why only a shake-up changes the world. The world remains sleeping. The world is always in slumber. The world is never achieving and even 1/10 of its potential. No country is achieving anything near its potential. Never. Until a revolution happens. Then people shake up. Huh? Then people begin to see the potential that was there. Because systems have a way of protecting themselves. They protect themselves and they recalibrate themselves. They give you a semblance of taking over. Soon you go for them. Soon Ruto realizes Gachagua is not useful to him. It is Raila Odinga. It is Uhuru Kenyatta. It is Uhuru's men and women who will give him comfort. That's how it works.
That's how it works.
So nobody should be surprised that Gachagua has been kicked out. And
so should President Ruto hold the warning shots from people like Medumu here with high regard that of it's going to be a divorce?
The danger now is with the same dynamics. And if you look at any revolution, the best example is the French Revolution. When you look at those revolutions, that senator could be right because Ruto could be a victim of the guillotine machine he has produced. Because the man, Mr. Guillotine, the one who produced that machine, ya kunyonga watu, yeye aliingia ndani pia, aliwekwa ndani. Kichwa ikaenda. It's politics, it works like that. Because Raila could become ambitious, excited, if after seeing that Ruto has severe links with Mount Kenya. Ruto doesn't have votes anymore. He could say, I'm not going to wait. Anatafuta Gachagua. Anamwambia hii kitu namna gani? Gachagua anamwambia tuchukue 2027 hapana. Si impeachment imekuwa rais sasa, si hii kitu tuchukue sasa hivi.
Let us apply the same guillotine.
Kichwa inaenda.
Oscar Sudi nyumbani Faruk.
But even in this country those things have happened. Even the last parliament, people who are with Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto, kina Kindiki, kina Kipchumba Murkomen,
Aden Duale.
Swali house leadership wakatolewa. Kina Susan Kika. Ama ni uongo?
It happens.
So we think it can't happen again. These things is part of, if politics didn't work like that, then it won't be the dynamic thing that it is. Politics is dynamic. Inventing and reinventing itself. And that's why people like Raila are permanently relevant. They understand the game very well. Nyinyi mnakasirikia Raila, he has betrayed you, but he knows the wheel of politics must move. And in time you realize perhaps Raila was more correct, more right than we thought. You can find him in State House or his puppet.
In State House?
Yes.
So
or he has rearranged the entire matrix of the Ruto succession up to 2037.
So in the event that Raila Odinga loses the African Union Commission chairperson bid,
yes.
Do you see him having a secret card under the table?
Why not?
Even in the moment?
Why not? He can come back and run now that Ruto is weakened. And politicians don't care. So when Moi was facing the hardest time of his life, during the agitation for multipartyism in the whole world, global problem, liberalization, everything, the wind that swept off Kina Kamudu Bandak of Malawi, Kina Kenneth whatever, Kenneth Kaunda of Zambia, and blah, 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 blah. Kina Mobutu Sese Mutu.
The wave of change.
Moi survived another 10 years from 1992 to 2002. a magazine, was it Africa Confidential or what? The editor gave one thing that made Moi survive. One character. And I read that paragraph 10 times, maybe 200 times.
What was the headline?
The paragraph that says, Moi has one characteristics that serves the politicians very well. The ability to use you, to work with you, beggar kwa beggar. And when the time comes, he just does like that, and you fall down, and he doesn't look behind, he continues.
He shakes the dust and moves forward?
You just go like this, you are here with him, then I find even Anguka. And he doesn't even look. Like a trailer, if a trailer knocked a motorcycle, it wouldn't even know. A big hauler, those, miguu sijui ngapi. Ikigonga ka motorcycle huko nyuma, atajua amemgonga. Even a small car, if you entered in a 50-ton hauler, somehow ikuguze huko nyuma. Wewe kagari yako hata trailer, driver hatajua. That's what Moi was. And that is what makes many politicians survive in politics.
All right.
And that's why these small boys will be offloaded and nothing will change.
I see. Lastly, sir, in the interest of time, hypothetically speaking, should an election, general election, be held today in Kenya and for the presidential bid, what are the chances that President Ruto will get another term in office?
If it was done today, he will not get.
Straight to Sugoi?
It will be a landslide for Kalonzo Musyoka if he stood, or Matiangi, or some of these other names, including him. It will be a landslide. It's landslide. 60-65%. Ruto will lose badly. But you see, Ruto has 3 years with a master chess player, Raila Odinga, by his side. They will re-engineer this game by 2027. People could just be singing Ruto tena, tano tena.
Even the Gen Z constituent?
Yes, they can re-engineer this game. You know, the challenges of this country are not big. We don't have serious problems. If Ruto set out to address the challenges facing this country, he can do so in 6 months and everybody just smiling. Young people are getting jobs. Everything is working. You go to hospital, it is working. Electricity rates have gone down. Everything is just working.
With or without Adani in the picture?
Which Adani? The first thing you knock out Adani. Ruto can tell Adani, go home. Even if Adani could be whatever Barack Muluka was saying.
And by so you win 1 or 2 votes from the Gen Z?
Not just one by sending you can get everything. Ruto can get all the votes.
Even from the church?
The church will be the first. Ndio watabeba bendera ya Ruto.
There, and the
yes.
All right, there you have it. Let's take this conversation to a wrap. In the interest of time, we continue unpacking conversation shaping Kenya's political and governance landscape, because we believe you, as a taxpayer and a citizen at large, you need to be informed so that you make right decisions that concerns your present and also your future. Thank you so much, Prof, for your insights.
Thank you very much.
Meet again next week on this very same show, Richard Mwenje exclusive with Honorable Kipruto Arap Kirwa. So stay tuned. Engage me at Mwenje Richard on X and H Manyora on X as well.